Alright, we're looking at my bugs. The idea of this video is to show you not my idea, but I incorporated slightly different, slightly the same onto my bugs with that lost beeper sound thing. You know, that cheap $2 thing you can get. Let me turn the lights on. Oh yeah, I love them lights. That's my bugs. Yeah, let me turn the lights on, pull the body, and show you how I did it. Okay, first bear with me. This is my bugs, MJX, and yeah, it's not stock, the frame. The frame actually, this bird's not that old. I don't know. I could look like maybe more than a month old. But one of the freaking, I think it was the back left limb, whatever you want to call it. Pardon me, but yeah, I've been working all night shift. Got home and it's like freaking 6:44 a.m. But anyways, I want to make this video. I must have got like a bad one or something, because like the back left leg, I don't know, I can tell you a different story, but whatever, the limb. I went to twist it like I was doing a prop or something, and the freaking plastic broke. You know, I'm like, what the F, man? So maybe I had a bad one. I did lose this bird though when it was plastic out in the field, and it stayed out there overnight. And it took me like the next day I came home and I finally found it. I mean, that's why I had to do this beeper. Before I had it the J drone way, and it worked, where you had it hooked up to a wire, you know, to your LED, and you can turn it on and off. That's pretty cool. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I just had to try it this way. I saw this guy on YouTube. I don't know it, but you could find it if you look it up. You know, I'd put his name there, but I mean, he knows he did it, and if you look, you'll find it. But anyways, yeah, he had it like this. I kind of just changed it a little bit. Oh, I just gotta show my bugs. Oh, I love this bird. Bug's great. I do have the caddis on there. I haven't tried anything else really. I'm just in love with the caddis and the iframe. That's a different. We can get into that if you like afterwards. But yeah, the iframe is pretty awesome on here. Okay, so let me turn this cell phone video off because my other camera didn't work with it. Crap. And I'll pull the body off and show you how I did it. Okay, body's off, and you see how it ends up fitting. I ended up putting it upside down, and I can tell you just the reason, because the connectors, you know, where you connect it, go in instead of out. I mean, maybe it's better the other way. For me, it didn't take too long to do it this way. So let me turn around and I'll show you. I ended up doing it this way. Basically, I have a connector on there, so every time I connect my battery, you know, to go to fly, to launch, I just connect the freaking the bounce connector right up to there. And this right here, this part, you know, it's just a connector from bouncing, but actually I cut it out of a parallel charger that I was using, and I mean, it didn't burn up. I had a battery kind of like fell in the middle of the night, like 2 in the morning. I let the thing plug, just, you know, balance charging, you know, so it could be ready to fly in the morning. And then the thing burnt up. I mean, it was bad, man. I'm gonna definitely buy a fire extinguisher. I've never left a charger alone. You know, like they say, don't do it. Believe me. I mean, after that, don't do it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a fire extinguisher. It's a horrible fire. But anyways, I ended up, you know, with those connectors, so I just cut that part off, make sure you're not going to get anything. Made a little extension that goes up to, you know, that thing, and it's upside down. But I mean, I'd rather have those connectors going in out of the way than sticking out the back. And then the extension cord goes to that. And then, what the hell's the other one do? I don't know. Right now. What the hell, man? I mean, again, I've been up all night. You know how it works. Whatever. I did that one. I don't know. It's a good flying bird though, but it's not that hard to do. The extension cord that goes to it and da da da. Man, what can I think right now, dude? That's what working all night is. But anyways, yeah, I did this. Nobody's freaking mess, I know. Maybe it doesn't look that pretty, but I try to keep it all stock. I like stock. You know, like the wires. I mean, these are like the worst crap wires. And they get hot. This bird's not that old, but they get like hard and crunchy. And if you bend it wrong, they crack. I don't care. You know, I don't want to hide them. I like, no matter how ugly or pretty something is, I like stock. I'm a stock guy. But anyways, okay, so we got that down. Love it, right? Every time you fly, I connect that one, and I connect that one right there on a little base. Look at that, beautiful, right? Now, for me it is. I like simplicity. But anyways, the bird, the frame is just incredible. If you look at it, it's upside down, right? I did it that way. I tried it the other way. The body wouldn't fit, all right? This way, it's almost the same. It's a little bit shorter. I mean, I don't have the exact measurements, but just a little bit shorter than the original bugs. But look at the prop distance. I think it's shorter going crossways than this way. I may be wrong. And again, I don't have a ruler in front of me. I like the fly guy, you know. But anyways, it worked out perfect. The hardest problem, if you decide to do this, and I'm telling you, if you crack a frame, you know, you don't have to be mechanical, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt, you know. You might need to buy like a 2mm tap set, and I say that because I ended up using, to hold the body on. Again, it's upside down because it holds the body on. You don't have to use the body, but it's a bug, so I want to use the body. But these, I used a 2mm and I tapped them through, and I thought, well, I don't want to weaken the frame, and dude, you're not going to crack this frame. It's 4mm, beautiful workmanship, smooth edges, whatever you call that, chamfered or whatever the hell. It is an X-Fit body. The quality is just freaking awesome. I mean, the way they cut it out, it's upside down. That should be the top, with the antenna. You can do it that way. You can do a lot of stuff. I changed the front at the last minute. I ended up using that. I didn't want to adjust the camera. And, I don't get any jello. It's a good camera. And it's solid mount. A little bit different this time. It's just last minute stuff, I just wanted to fly. It's the only bird I had going, really. So I bought the 6. If you do this, I'll tell you right now, the hardest trouble that you're going to have getting parts are the screws to hold the, let me just say, stupid MJX motors, okay? That big of a freaking motor. I'm relatively new to this hobby. Pardon me again, but every other motor that you seem to see, in this size, it's a huge bird, 7-inch, has like a 3mm bird, 3mm, everybody knows 3mm, screw, okay? I'm telling you the truth. If you look on Amazon, 2mm button head, right? These need to be longer, because you're going through the 4mm, you're not going through plastic. So I ended up buying a screw set. And I should have read the review. I need the screws, like Amazon Prime tomorrow, right? The guy wrote it in there, review, and man, I wish I would have read it. But what are you going to do? You need the screws. It's hard to find anything else, like a Phillips head. When you get that long, I don't know, it's like 30mm long. I don't know again. But anyways, it's not 50. I know 50 is pretty long. But they're all freaking button head, The problem is, it's not a 1.5, like we're used to, on the driver. It's a special size, dude. It's smaller than that. That's the problem you're going to have, Because if you look, again, every frame that you buy, this, size, is made for motors with 3mm screws to hold the motor down. Well, MJX, again, stupid size motors, or maybe not. They know what they're doing. They're, I'm sure pretty well off business, and I'm not. So maybe they know what they're doing. And I'm saying things wrong, but that's the hardest problem you're going to find. I ended up going with the long screws. I ended up basically grabbing a 1.5 and filing it down so it would work. And I thought, oh, they're going to loosen up, they're going to go out. No Loctite. I mean, you don't need Loctite. This is, it's carbon graphite, man. But they're holding in, everything's fine. But I swear, if I can find identical motors that draw the same power and, go right up to this, solder on, I will do it. These motors will be gone. I like stock, but when one goes, they're all going to go. And I'm going to change them to 3 mil. That is just the problem, okay? So let me stop that, figure out what I'm going to say next, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so where were we? We were on that battery thing. This is a full iFlight. You know what? Yeah, iFlight rules. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go and, put the landing gear on it. I'm figuring, why, man? All I ended up doing is putting those 2 rubber pads. Again, this is the battery tray that bolts right onto this, basically. I mean, I changed it up and down because I wanted to center out the battery. And, I don't want to use a Velcro strap. I mean, I wanted my bugs. Bugs, I'm used to. I mean, who isn't? Bugs 3, love it. Best thing in the world. Hopefully they never stop making them. I'm going to keep buying them. I'm sure a lot of other people are as well. Exactly the way it is. Anyhow, who doesn't like to just grab their bugs, slap a freaking battery in, and you fly. Screw the Velcro. It's not a bugs anymore. You're flying a Bug 6 or, any other thing. But, yeah, so I took an original battery tray, bolted it right on. Love it, right? That little tray is off a different thingamacallit, whatever. And it was for a different size, so I ended up cutting the top out. It worked pretty good. And I put it like that, naturally, outside. I had it in the body, but it gets too hot, and just problems, man. Once they get too hot with the video, and you start melting wires, and the smaller ones, first to burn up, out the door. This big one, the original one, the T8S, I don't know what it is. $10, that one lasts a long time. But I had it bolted on the bottom of the bird, slap it, bow, it's gone, They do, they're not crash friendly, like nothing is, but, so anyways, I end up, putting it there. I like that little box. And then, because all I do is basically just sticky tape in there. I can pull it in and out whenever I want. And again, it's not going to slap the ground if you hit hard or whatever. And again, landing gear, I've been flying like this. I mean, what do you do with the gear? You take off and you land. And I don't know. It kind of wobbles, but I mean, oh, it's sweet. Let me cut. We'll put the body on and see what you think, and take it from there. That's the bug. Oh, the lights? Oh, they remind me of, I didn't put the covers on, but it's like Ferrari, McLaren, when they came out with the LEDs. Oh, it looks so freaking good in the air, man. I'm telling you. Why put the covers on, it looks like a McLaren or Ferrari with the headlights. Okay, so let me turn the light on, cut, and, okay, cut. Oh, yeah, just a quick, oh, look at them lights. Oh, they're just freaking incredible, man. If anything, I put a little bit of that, the hot glue gun, over the wires, where it's sticking out. But just leave it like that, man. Oh, it looks so freaking good. And then I thought, okay, well, what if they burn out? Well, just buy more. I'm going to get more. Bang Bang site has them pretty cheap, man, for a whole set. It's like, dude, just buy more. But the bird, oh, it's just freaking love, dude. I'm telling you. Anybody that wants to do this, oh my God, just do it. The frame, you try other frames or whatever, but I got to get a scale. This thing, I mean, it's incredible when I fly it. It just, it's like dumping on a helicopter. Any helicopter guys, I'm an old RC helicopter guy. Yeah, when you dump the pitch and you're just floating like in an auto rotation, this thing just sits there, and there's no wind. It's like, oh my God, how light can it be with the? I mean, it's just the battery is all I'm picking up, just battery. I don't feel anything else. There's no servos. I mean, you know, stupid little motors don't weigh much. Yep, it's just freaking awesome. Okay, what else do we got to do? I don't know. I want to go flying, but I'm gonna wait a little bit till the sun comes up. Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching, man. Bye.